Right. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started really quickly. Make sure everything's legit. All right. All right. Good deal. All right. Hopefully you can see me. If you can see me, give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. All right, we can hear you. Good deal. Awesome. 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 Let me get myself turned on in this TV so I can make sure. You see, I got my screen right tonight, but I can't see you on my phone, but I got my screen right tonight. What's going on? What's going on? I'm just trying to make sure I can see myself. There we go. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Making sure I look good. Making sure everything's right. Awesome. 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 So what's going on tonight? Um, I'm gonna try to get on tomorrow for New Year's Eve, but I don't know what I have in store for tomorrow night. So I decided to get on tonight. Hopefully you watched my last video. My last video was at Party Mart here in Jackson, Tennessee, and I know I went to that store about 2 weeks ago, but I heard that they actually dropped some of their prices on the allocated bottles. So I decided to go back to check it out. And they did drop the prices on some of the allocated bottles. They dropped them by $10. So, hey, $10 is $10. So, what's going on? Yeah, yeah, Porky. Yeah, they were. I got you. But I just went by. I just went by to see how far did they drop the prices because I was curious. To be honest with you, I was very curious. What's going on, Manny? What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I know y'all probably have better things to do tonight because it's cold, man. It's cold in Jackson, Tennessee. Uh, it's crazy because about 3 days ago it was 70 degrees outside, and now it's about 20, man, 25. It's crazy. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. So if y'all don't mind, hey, hit that like button, hit the thumbs up button. If people haven't subscribed to the channel, please like and subscribe because I appreciate your support. Now, let's start off by saying this. I had I guess, someone on my comment section, they made a very good point. Willet. How many Willet purple tops are out there? Because there's a lot of Willet purple tops, and I found myself when I'm going down the aisles doing my hunts, and I always say, "Hey, look at the Willet with the purple top." And I got to thinking when someone made that comment, they have a bunch of bottles of Willet with purple tops. So I don't know why they did that. Is that a marketing strategy? If it is, I don't know if it's going well. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the Willet purple tops and how many different types of purple tops they have. Yeah, this is the 4 year. It's 126 proof. You know, this is gonna be my first Willet that I have tasted or bought. So I'm a little bit excited to try this one. So we'll see. I wish I was light skinned. Wow. In real life. Yep. Andrews, what's going on? What's going on? Man, I'm so high right now. Hey, hopefully you're at home. It's 4 years. It's a 4 year bottle, cash strength. It says bottled at cash strength, so 126. Okay, I'm buzzed. I had a couple of drops. Okay, well, hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So, Has anyone tried this purple Willet, this purple top Willet for a year? And if you have, what do you think about it? I know the proof is up there, but I know it's 4 years. Does it drink young, in your opinion, or do you like it? Does it drink like it's? I don't know. I just want to get your opinion. SLB looked the purple for your purple top. That's a buy, Jason. No, I haven't. So Manny said he hasn't. I just wanted to see if anybody. What's going on, Chris? So this is gonna be my first time actually trying this one. So let's pop it open. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Make sure my water is good over here. Apple cider is away. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with apple cider. I drank a lot of apple cider when I was growing up, so there's nothing wrong with that. The green top rye is amazing. Never had the purple. Yeah. Well, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. If I can see how to open this thing up. There we go. I almost cut my finger there. I don't need to be trying to cut. Yep, I sure did. Man, I tell you, me and cuts and fingers, crazy. Manny, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Manny. Yeah, thank you for the donation. Pop that purple top. I'm going to pop this purple top for you, Manny. Here we go. There we go. I appreciate that. Again, everyone who donates to the channel, I appreciate you. And I always try to put people who donate in my newsletter that comes out every month. So, Manny, check it out. I'm going to screenshot that. Man, I cut myself. That's okay. But let's pour it in the glass. And let's see what this Willet purple top has to offer. All right. So let's try to air it out really quickly. Really quickly. I know it's a 4 year, so I'm assuming it's not going to be that harsh on the nose. A fresh cork pop, I never know. So I'm just going to let it air out just a little bit. Yeah, Nate, my eyes stay red. Matter of fact, Nate, let me tell you, I worked last night at the fire department. I didn't get too much sleep, and I got up today, ran a lot of errands, and maybe where you are, I don't know if it's like this where you are, but I know it's here in Madison County. Taxes are due by the 31st, and tomorrow is the 31st, and the city hall and the courthouse closes early. So I had to go out, pay my taxes, get my tags, run some errands, pay some bills. So I just made it back to the house, got me something to eat, and this is my first pour of the day. So it doesn't have anything to do with alcohol because this is my first pour of the day. And if you've been following my channel or watching my live streams, you know, hey man, my eyes stay red all the time. It's a long story about why that's happening, but I get to that one day. Donated $199. Okay, to who? To who? Hell yeah. Okay, donated $299. Okay, to who? Sent some silver bars. All right, yeah, yeah. Maybe the uncle that sends me emails like every month saying they looking for me. I gotta send them, $1,000 to get 500,000. Cheers, cheers. Just signed up on your Patreon. Appreciate it, Jason. Appreciate it. That drink would go well. Cheese pizza. That doesn't sound bad to be honest with you. It's very strong. Well, it's 123 proof. So 126 proof. So I'm expecting it to drink. a little has a little kick and has a little spiciness going down. I don't know. My first time actually tasting a Willet, but let's put it to the nose and let's see. It has a fruity smell. It does. It has a dark fruit smell, and I know it's a fresh cork pop, but it's not. It doesn't have the ethanol coming out the cork or the neck. It smells pretty good though, but it does not smell like it's going to drink at 126 proof. It doesn't. But let's put it to the palate and let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Uh yeah, it's drinking hot. It's definitely drinking hot. But I don't know if it's drinking spicy hot or if it's drinking like alcohol hot. It's more of a spicy hot. Um, if that makes sense. It's like in your chest. It's like real spicy, like you ate a lot of spicy food. But I don't get a lot of alcohol on the nose. It's on the sweeter side, so I'm not mad at that. But it's it's drinking hot. It's drinking hot. It's drinking hotter than 126 proof. So whoever said that down in the comments, you are exactly right. It is drinking very hot. Wow. This is. I normally do not drink my bourbons on ice when I drink neat, but this one I would have to. I would have to add some water or put it on an ice cube because that this willet here, uh, purple top, is drinking very very hot, very hot. So again, let me know in the comments below if you have tried it. I think it will probably make a great old fashioned because you have to water the old fashioned down and you add some orange peel and some cherries to actually proof this thing down. And I think it will probably be better in a old fashioned. I would try that, not tonight, but I might try that tomorrow just to see how it tastes. No, no, no. So if anyone hasn't subscribed to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. First drink of the night. Somebody said, "Am I high?" No, no, I'm not. My eyes stay irritated because of an accident happened a long time ago when I was a little kid. I got some glass in my eyes. Had to have some surgery on my eyes, and since then, man, my eyes been red all the time. This is my first drink of the day, and I only had like two sips. But hey, you get used to it. I get used to it. So appreciate that, Bucky. I appreciate that. I try to get as much content out as possible because I love bourbon and I love people. So those two things together, I think, makes perfect content. So I do this not only for me because I love bourbon, but I get out there in the community and I can talk to people. Even though I'm a first responder, I like to go out not just because someone needs help. I like to go out and pop some bottles, talk about bourbon, maybe eventually smoke some cigars, just enjoy life. And what I found out being a first responder, you have to take advantage of every day that you wake up because you never know. You never know. I see a lot of things out here when I'm working, and when I come back, uh, I say to myself, man, it could be worse. It could be worse. So why not pop some bottles, have some bourbon, smoke a cigar, and just enjoy life? David, how's it going, David? I appreciate it. From Michigan. Awesome, awesome, awesome. How would you like to make your perfect old fashioned? And what's your favorite cigar? You know, I'm a Drew Estate person. I like the Drew Estates. So the fat bottom Bettys, the Javas. I like the sweeter cigars. Like I like the sweeter bourbons. But I'm going to venture out a little bit in 2026, and I'm going to try to do some pairing. What goes better with the bourbon and cigar? So I'm going to get out there and learn a little bit more about cigars and pairing cigars with bourbon. So, do you have any suggestions? I like bourbon and cigars. Me too, David. I'm on shift tomorrow. Oh, Jason. Uh, hey, I have worked plenty of New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, so I understand. I opened up this Willet purple top. I call it the purple top because it's purple top. But this right here is a small batch cask strength, but it's drinking very hot. It's a 4 year old bottle. I thought it's going to drink young, but let me go back. It is drinking a little young, but it's drinking hot at the same time. I was saying I don't normally put ice cubes and water in my when I drink neat, but this particular bottle I would have to because it's drinking that hot. Good evening, Beans. Appreciate it. Time to leave that drink alone. TX May YB, why you say that? Yes, I'm a firefighter. Yeah. Yeah, this drinking a little hot. Yeah. It's not bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not bad. I think it will make a better cocktail drink more than drinking it neat, but it's not bad. What is the proof? The proof is going to be 126.6 proof right here. Hopefully you can see that. So let's set this to the side. I mean, it's not bad. We might revisit that a little bit later. The rating on that 1 through 10, 10 being the highest, and if you've been following my channel, you know nothing gets a 10. So I'm going to rate that Willet probably right there at a 5.8. Maybe let's go with a 5.8. It's almost a six. The reason I say it's almost a six is because it's on the sweeter side. I like the sweeter bourbons. It's not a bad tasting one. It just drinks a little hot. I mean, a lot hot. So I'm going to rate it a 5.8. 5.8 for right now. We may revisit that bottle a little bit later on tonight. It is my first drink of the day. I've been eating some chicken and fries. So we go revisit that bottle a little bit later. The MSRP on that purple top, I bought this purple top for $59 tonight. So I don't know, Andrew, the MSRP on it, but I got it for $59 today. Drew Estate. Okay, yeah, yeah. I got you, Aaron. 2 ounces of Southern Comfort, a tablespoon brown sugar, 2 dashes orange bitters, and a dip of water, ice, of course, lemon peel. Okay, Caleb. So you got a different twist on the old fashioned. Okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, B. I'm a screen. Let me screenshot that. Let's see. Make sure I get these cigars. Josh, appreciate that. I always watch on TV. First time on phone. Hey, appreciate that, Josh. Thank you for stopping by. Jaleel, good evening, sir. Hey, it was great having lunch with you today, Jaleel. We got to do that more often. Even though I know I ran in and ran out, I had a lot of errands to run today, but I appreciate it. I used to. What is that? I used to look SPDRASR3. What is that? I'm not following you on that one. But let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got to open up tonight. Because I'm going to open up a different bottle that I haven't had before. And That is going to be. I should always try to figure it out before I sit my butt here and go live. I don't know why I don't do that. I just look around like I don't know what I have in here, and let's look around like this. A lot of people say, let's see, what about Old Dominic Cash Strength? We have Old Dominic Cash Strength. We have Maker's Mark Spice Mocha. We have um, we have the Burrow Private Release here. So anybody want to see me taste any one of these three, or should I pick something else? This was just a close so I can reach. So these ones I can reach. Penelope Marshmallow Toasted. We tasted that, Jason, last live stream. It's a decent bottle. I would definitely say pick up a Penelope Toasted for sure if you can find it. But make sure you do some research and don't pay too much for that Penelope Toasted because it is hard to find. That's why people tend to jack the price up. But be patient and find it close to MSRP. And if you can, it's a very good pour. Crack that Maker's Mark. Do I have some Mad Dog 2020? You know, I used to drink Mad Dog 2020 back when my prime. So we have Maker's Mark. Someone has a 25C needs to breathe. Yep. Uh, Wife and I enjoy your live while having dinner. Cheers from Vegas. Hey, I appreciate that. You know, I tell you this all the time. I always come to Vegas, and you know, when I get down there, I'm definitely going to hit you up. It's going to be in September. I always come in September. So between now and September, we gonna catch. We catch you on the back end for sure. So we have this one and this one. We have Old Dominic. So we got everyone. One pick Maker's Mark, one pick the Burl, and one pick the Old Dominic. Do we have a tiebreaker? Okay, we have the Burl is the tiebreaker, and I think this has 2-1-1. Ambassador 6, what's going on? So we got 2-2-1. So we got 2-3. We're gonna give it another 30 seconds. We got 4. So Maker's Mark looking like it's gonna be the first one. Yeah, I need a poll. You know, I tried to do a poll on my last live stream, and I messed it up. I messed it up. But let's do the makers first. We may get the other two, but let's do the makers first. Let's do the makers first. Here we go. You know, I enjoy Maker's Mark. One of my first old fashions was made of Makers, and that's what got me into old fashions. So I'm always going to like Makers. But one thing about this one, this is going to be a CNC store pick spice mocha, sitting at 110 proof right here. Do you like Makers? And do you like the spice mocha? And is it a store pick? Is this one of your go-to bottles? If you go to a bar and you just having a drink at the bar, do you usually go for Makers? Because I know they have a lot of Makers marked in bars that I go into, and I just wanted to know, hey, do you like Makers? Had keepers tonight already. Okay, so let's. Yeah, poor finger. Yeah, I know, Beans. I know. I go to the doctor tomorrow. I go back to the bone and joint clinic tomorrow, and he's going to take a look at it. And I tell you, it's not looking good on that end. It's not. It really not. I drink Captain Morgan rum and coke. You know, Caleb, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a rum fan though. I'm not a rum fan. Don't like weeded. Josh, you don't like weeded bourbon? I slammed my hand into a car door. But let's get there. No, I said let's get there. I'm reading your post, Caleb. But let's pop this thing open. There we go. Now that's a cork pop. That is a cork pop. And let's pour it in the glass. I'm excited about this one. I really am because I love a good maker's mark. I love a good store pick, and the spice mocha, yeah, finished in wood. Yeah, I'm excited about this one. Let's put it to the nose and let's see if it's called spice mocha for a reason. Let's give it a little twirl real quick. Let it air out just a little bit. Buffalo Trace is your go-to. There's nothing wrong with Buffalo Trace. A Buffalo Trace is a staple here in Tennessee. You can go into any liquor store here in Tennessee and find Buffalo Trace. So I know a lot of people said at one point in time that Buffalo Trace was going to slow down production. Not on the regular Buffalo Trace. They got cases and cases and cases of that stuff. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Yeah. I can smell it through the screen. You can smell it through the screen. I like Maker's Mark 46 is great. Yeah, I tried the 46. Tim, I haven't tried the cellar. It's so hard to find around here. Now, I don't know the MSRP on this cellar, Maker's Mark cellar, but if I can find it and it's a reasonable price, I probably will pick it up just so I can try it and just so I can have it on my bar. Can you send me a case? Woo, a case. Man, Maker's French Oils cast strength should be on your shelf. Haven't got their whiskey with waters, not yet, but I would definitely get there. What about my liver? I try to drink responsibly. I know if you look back here, you say, what? He tried to drink responsibly, but I don't drink every day. Okay. I like to I like to try to sell this too. But let's put it to the nose really quickly and see what we got. I'm not really getting the spice that I thought. It's called spice mocha, but I don't think I'm getting it from the nose. You get a little bit of spice, but if it's called spice mocha, you would thought that you would get a lot, but you're not. Yeah, and it does not seem like it's going to drink right there at 110 proof, but I've been wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times. You get like a cinnamon, very, very hint of spice. I mean, it's very, very, very hint of spice. But let's put it to the palate. Cheers. Hopefully, it tastes good. Yeah. Um, it tastes a little bit of watered down, a little young. It's not bad, but it tastes a little young. I don't know the age statement on this one. There you go. You can get the spice on the back end on the finish. Maybe that's why I call it spice mocha because you get a lot of spice on the finish and it's still there. It's not as spicy as the Willet, but it is spice forward. Yeah, it is spice forward. What is this thing that's finished in? Toasted French spice, Maker's Mark 46. So it's a blend of a lot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's 10 select oak steak. Yeah, it's blended. It's blended with a lot. I am knee deep in 80s music trivia. Hey, nothing wrong with 80s music. I love 80s music. I'm an old soul. What they say. I'm an old soul. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Um, it's not one of my favorites. So 1 through 10, 10 being the highest. And if you've been following my channel, you know nothing gets a 10 in my book. So I'm going to give this Maker's Mark probably a 6.3, not quite a 6.5, because it does taste like it's young and it's watered down. When I say spice forward, it doesn't give you spice on the nose, but it doesn't give you spice on the tip of the tongue. It gives you spice going down your throat, like right here in your chest. And I'm thinking if it's called spice mocha, it should give you the spice not only on the nose, but in the mouthfeel, in the coating of the mouth, and in the finish. But it's not doing that. It's just giving you one out of the three. So it's not a bad pour, but it's not my favorite. What's going on, Army Bourbon? Hopefully you had a good Christmas. Tracy Chapman Fast Car. That's a nice song. So let's sit this one to the side. I'm going to put the bottles up here next to the glasses so I know which one is which. And I won't mess up. So now, someone says they want me to try this bourbon private release. This is going to be 116 proof, cask strength. Now, this right here is throwing me for a loop because I know a lot of people tend to like the Bourbon products. Get this wallet out of my bag. It's hurting. I know a lot of people like this Bourbon product, but it is looking like it's a pretty light bottle. I don't know if you can see that or not. It looks light. So to me, it almost makes me think it's going to drink a little young. It's a blend of 5 year and 7 year, 9 year and 16 year. So it shouldn't drink young if it has one, two, three, four blends. Again, it's 65% 5 year, 20% 7 year, 10% 9 year, and 5% 16 year. I'm assuming for a store pick, this should be pretty good. This is going to be a Cheers Wine and Spirits store pick. So I'm assuming this is going to be pretty good. Do you have this bottle? It might not be a store pick, but do you have this particular bottle? And if you do, what do you think about this barrel? All right. What bottles are behind me? I have tons of bottles in here. Yeah, I'm going to dive into the Burrow products a little bit more in 2026. I haven't yet, but I'm definitely will. That's one of my goals to start diving into the Burrows. Now, it's going to take a little bit of money to get all of them, but I'm definitely going to try. The seagrass is good. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty good blend. So I'm excited to try this one. Um, Even though it looks a little young, hopefully it's just the lights hitting the bottle from here. But I'm hoping it's going to be a good pour. Hoping. Been out with the flu. Ooh, and this is relaxing. So RC121, hey, relax, sit back, enjoy the channel. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you get better soon. I need an Eagle Rare 12 too. I don't have an Eagle Rare 12, but I tell you what, the Eagle Rare 10 is one of my go-to bottles. When I first started this channel, I used to rave about the Eagle Rare 10 euro because I bought that bottle every time I saw it at a regular price or a good price. But now it's still a good pour, but I tend to give the Eagle Rare 10-year to friends and family, birthday gifts, anniversary gifts. So for Christmas, you probably going to get bottles of bourbon or money. I saw Eagle Rare for 300. Ooh, nah, not for me. Eagle Rare for 300 bucks. Ooh, yeah, I like the rye flavor. Hey, brother, nice to see you again. Hey, Eric, what's going on? Barrel products, there are typically 15 release available at a time. Yeah, Gordon, I'm eventually in 2026, I'm going to start picking up a bottle of Burrow, like, every so often. And hopefully by the end of the year, I will have them all. Picked up some Buffalo Trace White Dog. All right. I think gin and tonic. Oof. I haven't gin and tonic in a long time. Igor, 10-year store pick. Very good. Okay. New York price is Hangman. All right. How much was that? B, I have to go back and look. It's been a minute since I bought this one. This was probably purchased at least 6 months ago. So I have to go back and watch that video. But let's open this one up. Let's open this one up and let's see what it has to offer. I'm excited about this one. I wasn't really excited about the Willet. I wasn't really excited about the Maker's Mark. But this one right here, I know it was more than the Willet in the Maker's Mark. And I think when I picked this one up, if I can refresh my memory, I think they said this is going to be a very good pour because it's a store pick, first of all, but the blend on here and it's a private release and it's a Burrow product. So let's open it up and let's see what it has to offer. Oh yeah, that was a good cork pop for sure. For sure. For sure. Let's let it air out for a hot second. Yep, I'm a firefighter. Yep, been a firefighter for 23 years. Got about 5 more to go. Got about 5 more to go. Have I tried the new Sazerac 125? I haven't, Jason, because I haven't found one down here. Every time I go into the store, I try to look for that Sazerac, but we don't have it here yet. I'm probably going to have to go outside of my area to find that one. So when I find it, I would definitely get it if it's in my price range. I'm done to snag that ER12. Yeah, and the Sazerac one. Yeah, me too. Whiskey with Waters. If I can find the ER12 and that Sazerac 125, I'm definitely going to pick them up. So that's one of Bruzel's favorite from. Okay, all right. So I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I really am. But let's put it to the nose and let's see what it has to offer. Let me see one more time. It says 116.4 proof. Let's see. Man, it has a good nose to it. You get some like a caramel, vanilla. Man, yeah, a sweet. It seems like it's gonna be on the sweeter side. Oaky, and it doesn't have that ethanol smell, even though that bottle been sitting on my shelf about 6 months, and it's a fresh cork pop. Yeah, it doesn't smell like it's going to drink at 116 proof. But let's put it to the palate and let's see. Fingers crossed. Cheers. Yeah, that's way better. That's way better. Yeah. It's drinking right there at 116. It's not drinking young at all. It doesn't have that burn the last two bottles had. The last two bottles had that burn, and this one doesn't. Man, that's not bad. You get a little bit. It's oak forward. It's oak forward, and it's like a oaky. I'm not gonna say leather, but it makes you think of leather. But it's oak forward. It's on the sweeter side. The finish is there. It's not bad. It doesn't burn going down, but it's still there. It's drinking right there at 110, 16 proof, somewhere in there. So it's true on the bottle. It's not a bad pour at all. Yeah, I can tell why people like this one. Yeah. And it's giving me a orange peel flavor on the back end also. I'm tasting orange. So it does give you like an orange vanilla oat on the back end, which I love those things about my bourbon. So it's a very good pour. Yeah. What makes it stand out compared to previous bottles? Um, this right here, it's not, it's spice forward. The other two bottles, when I mean spice forward, it was very heavy, heavy on the spice. Once it hits you in the chest, it's like burn all the way down. And it's only about 120 something proof. I can understand if it was hazmat, then I can say, well, yeah, hazmat is supposed to burn going down. But that one, you didn't get really too much flavor. You just got a lot of burn going down on that Willet. Now, the Maker's Mark, it says spice mocha. But the problem with the Maker's Mark, it says spice mocha on the bottle, but you don't get it on the nose. You don't get it in the mouthfeel. You don't get it on the tongue. But when you start to get the spice is going down the palate when you swallow, and then the spice hits you right about here going down. And I think it should be spiced all the way around. It's not a rounded bottle. It's not a complete bottle. So that's why I say the Willet in the Maker's Mark are a little bit lower than this one. This one is just more balanced. You can get everything in the nose, on the mouthfeel, on the tongue, in the palate, down your throat, and it's all blended, in my opinion, the right way. Yeah. My favorite tasting notes on bourbon. Glad you asked me. Uh, I love. I like my bourbon. I like my bourbons to start right there at 100 proof. That's the start. Right there at 100 proof. That's like my starting point. Then I like my bourbons on the sweeter side. So if it's started at 100, it's on the sweeter side. That's a plus. And then I like my bourbons to have some type a dark fruit flavor. In my opinion, is better. But I do want a little bit of oaky smoke to it because I love old fashions. So if you really look at it, since I love old fashions, I love bourbon that reminds me of old fashions. So the smokiness, the oak, the sweetness, the burn, and the dark fruit flavors, that's why I like in my bourbons. Now, when it comes to ryes, that's totally different. Ryes, I like different things, but my bourbons, that's what I like. Right. Yeah, that is good. That smells good. What's my favorite moment of being a firefighter? My favorite moment of being a firefighter. I have a lot of favorite moments. I have a lot of stories in 23 years. So, coming off, my favorite moment is, you know, when you, I know you probably, I'm going to say, you know, when you do this, but a lot of people haven't experienced a lot of things first responders have experienced. But when you actually get on the scene and you see somebody that is injured or passed out or not breathing and you bring that person back, that's one of the best feelings in the world. Not to get off subject really quick, I'm just trying to answer your question. We deal with a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot, but we deal with people who overdose, and when we get there, we provide help, CPR, Narcan, and things like that. And when you see that person come back and start breathing again, and you know that you possibly have saved that person's life, that is one of the greatest feelings in the world. It's always different because you have a different person, and you always get that joy feeling at the end. So that's one of the things that I enjoy about being a first responder. Hopefully that answers your question. Do I have a favorite bottled and bond? Eric asked me, did I have a favorite bottled and bond? Let me see, Eric. I'm going to see if anyone in the comments below can tell you my favorite bottled and bond. Can anyone tell Eric my favorite bottled and bond? I just want to see who's going to say something. And if no one tells you, Eric, I'm going, oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. I kind of figured somebody's going to say, Heart M26, what's going on? You know it. You know it. You know it. Uh, Andrews, I am in. Okay, good deal. Yep. The Evan Williams bottled and bond. Evan Williams bottled and bond. That's my favorite one. The reason why I say it's my favorite one is because that's one of the first bottled and bonds that I've tried. And it's totally in my price range. It's in anyone's price range. And I tell people all the time, if you don't know if you like bourbon or whiskey and you just want to try something, I tend to tell people try right there at 100 proof because you're not gonna find too many bourbons that's under 100 proof. So might as well start at 100 proof just to see if you're gonna like bourbon or whiskey. And the bottle of the bun, you can find it on the shelf for under $20. Hey, why not? Best bang for your buck. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, it's a good bottle and it's inexpensive. Mine is the probably the Black Label Old Forester. I seen that Black Label Old Forester. I seen a few bottles today. I was going to go back and film it because I found that bottle a store pick, the Old Forester Black Label, for $65. It was $65, and they had cases of them. And I might just go back tomorrow because the one I bought is in Austin. So I might just go back tomorrow and pick up that Old Forester Black Label for $65 or store pick. Do you think that's a good deal? I do like early times bottled and bond. Mr. Boots 44. Chad, do you have a few favorite whiskey tubers? Yeah, I do. I do. I have a. I'm gonna tell you what, B. Favorite, I do, but I try to watch everyone that supports this channel. So if you are subscribed to me, I'm subscribed to you, and I try to watch and comment on everyone's video because I think every YouTuber is different, and every YouTuber has something special they bring to this community. So I'll try to watch everyone, and I try to learn from everyone because I'm learning too. But I do watch like the big YouTubers, the SLBs, the Bruisels. I do watch them often, but I try to watch people who are on my level because when you get to those numbers, these big YouTubers are coming up with or showing, they they can be a little, in my opinion, commercialized, and they only talk about allocated bottles. most of the time. And I don't want to be that person, A, that's commercialized, and B, only talk about allocated bottles. That's why we popping the old Dominic. That's why we popping the Maker's Mark. That's why we talk about the Evan Williams bottled and bond, because I want to be a channel for everyday drinkers. So hopefully I answered your question. You get Black Lady could do a blind. I guess. Yeah, I will. Shadow, I will get that. I would do a blind. Yeah. Sipping Old Forester 1924. 1924 is a good one. One of my best Old Foresters. Yep. Black labels are hard to find. So I'm thinking that Black Label Old Forester for $65 store pick is probably a buy. The thing is, I'm thinking about buying multiple bottles because it is hard to find here, and the store pick is hard to find. Found four on the shelf at MSRP. Had to buy a couple. White Dog. With them being commercialized, they have already received everything. Yep. Um, not saying, not saying if I get those numbers, I wouldn't do some things they are doing, because I would love to experience some things that they are doing. I probably won't do it on their level, but I do want to experience some things that they are doing. The last video I watched of Bruzel, he actually stayed in the RV outside doing a bourbon drop for like 3 days. You know, 3 days is a long time. I don't know if I can do 3 days, but things like that. Going out, hanging out at bourbon drops, maybe spending 24 hours outside. Drinking, talking to people. That's something that I would like to experience. I haven't done that yet, so if anybody knows where a bourbon drop is going to happen, and usually people go out there, a day before and cook out and drink. If you know about something like that that's going to happen in the future, email me. Let me know. Yeah, yeah, 3 days is a long time, B. Yeah, multiple bottles of Black Label is not a bad thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you opened the Penelope Valencia? Yeah, I have. I have. And Mike, I tell you what, it's great in the old fashioned. I would agree with you because it is on the sweeter side. They're the fire events. Okay, Manny. I have five open bottles of Old Forester Black Label. I have five open bottles of Old Forester Black Label. So all five are open? Hmm. Happening this weekend. Okay, so yeah, I definitely won't make it this weekend. I have to work. Black Label is always solid. I like the Penelope Old Fashioned Walnut. Yeah, yeah, Ronald. I have to mix it with a little bit more of bourbon because it is on the sweeter side. It's too sweet for me, so I had to add a little bit more bourbon, and to make it the way I like it. Haven't hunted in Dallas. I've been to Austin. Okay, you like to compare. I got you. Okay, Manny. I got you. But all the way in Vegas, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make that one. Dallas has awesome stores. Hmm. Okay. I have 65 people on here. I think I got 65 people on here. So hopefully all 65 people have liked and subscribed. And let me do this because I like to do this on every live. You don't have to do it, but if you don't mind, drop in the comments below, where are you watching from? Again, I'm from Jackson, Tennessee, so drop in the comments below, where are you watching from? Just to see how far this channel goes out. California, okay, Michigan, good deal. Virginia, I haven't, I haven't Bourbon Hump, California, Michigan, Jimmy, I haven't. Okay, Smithville. been there. Pittsburgh. See, I haven't been to a lot of these places. Oregon, Florida, Mexico City. Yeah, yeah. Man, I need to get out more often. Hard MD 26. I'm definitely coming to Murfreesboro to do some hunting. I'm looking for that Weller single burl, if you know where one is. Awesome. Yeah, I haven't been to a lot of these places. I definitely need to get out more. And I'm pretty sure the bourbon scenery is different in all of these places. Hmm. Man, that is good. It's getting better and better. You can tell the cinnamon is coming out just a little bit. Jacksonville. Haven't been to Jacksonville. Oregon is terrible to hunt. Well, I remember that, Aaron. I will remember not to come to Oregon. How West Castram. Allen, in the hot tub. This one, I'm coldest night of the year. Okay. Well, that would keep you warm, Allen. Hot tub and Castram. That would definitely keep you warm. So I appreciate you stopping by. I'm drinking the D3K C1W. I'm drinking Pearl here. It's a mixture, private select. Pretty good. Pretty good. We have tried the Maker's Mark tonight, and we have tried the Willet Purple Top. And I asked the question because Willet has so many different purple tops. So when a person says, "Hey, what are you drinking?" and I say, "Well, I'm drinking Willet Purple Top," which purple top are you drinking? That's going to be the next question. This is going to be the 4 year that we popped open tonight. I did not really. It says 126.6 proof. The problem is it's drinking very very hot, and it's drinking hotter than 126, and it's drinking a little young. So I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it air out a little bit, let it open up, and we go revisit that one. And this one here, the spice mocha, it says spice mocha on the bottom, on the bottle. But the problem is, it only gives you that spice going down. It doesn't give you that spice on the nose, on the mouthfeel, on the tongue. And that's the problem about this one. It is, Nick, 4 year purple top, $65. Yeah. Yeah. And the, I think I say it's overly hot because it was my first pour today, but it was drinking hot to me. I don't have that Chuck. Is it pretty good, Chuck? Is it worth $59 for the? Um, I paid. I think I paid 69. So 59. It's not a bad price, Jason. Did I pay 59? 69. 59. I paid 59. Yeah, paid 59. So it's not a bad price. It's not a bad price to have on your shelf. Uh, it's one of those bottles that why not try it, have it on your shelf, let it open up. But I think it will make a good old fashioned. So it's not going to waste at all. I'm gonna make a good old fashioned because it has the all the makings to make a good old fashioned, the spice. So hey, we'll try it later. Drinking Evan Williams bottle and bond. Hey Cameron, nothing wrong with that. That's a great bottle. Great bottle. Hmm. Anyone has any plans for New Year's Eve? Oh yeah, yeah, miss. Yeah, anybody has some plans for New Year's Eve? The Old Dominic was a pretty good tour. Anthony, thank you. Thank you for telling me that. I think Old Dominic has one of the best tours. I don't go to a lot of tours, but Old Dominic in Memphis, Tennessee has a very, very good tour. And at the end of the tour, they sit you down and they give you a flight of everything that they make there. and you sometimes can leave there with a Glencairn and a sample bottle. So I definitely suggest that you go visit. All right, Rock fam, I'll be watching you tomorrow. I definitely will be here. I will be here. I don't know how long I will be here tomorrow, but I definitely will be here. Open that up. Wife's birthday, 12/31. Okay. All right, Aaron. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You got it. Yeah, you got it. Manny, appreciate it. What I opening for New Year's. Manny, look, I appreciate you. I really do. I really do. Um, I tell you what, Manny, I don't know what I'm opening up for New Year's, but if I don't get a bottle between now and when my next live stream, Manny, I'm going to let you choose the bottle what I open up. I'm going to take all the bottles that I think that you might want me to open. And if I don't get a special bottle between now and then, Manny, I'm going to let you pick the bottle that I opened up. I'm going to have at least five that you can select from. I'm going to try to pick the five best bottles that I haven't opened up yet. And Manning, since you've been such a good subscriber, I'm going to let you pick that bottle. Memphis was fun. Unless your car, your wife rent it. Never been in a. Well, I've been in an electric car, but I haven't driven one. Uh, I Ubered one day. Russell's the Reserve 13 Army Bourbon. I think it was great. I think it was great. I was excited to actually open that one up. And since I opened that one up, and I think it's a pretty decent pour, now I'm looking for a backup. Yeah, looking for a backup. Rock fan, I do not. I do not drink my bourbons with water or ice. I'm gonna say that. Then I'm going to totally contradict myself. I would put ice and water in my bourbons when they drinking hot like this. But 9 times out of 10, I'm drinking mine neat. But when I make an old fashioned, I put ice in it. So if it's drinking hot, I'm going to put a little bit of water or ice. But if I'm drinking the old fashioned, of course. But 99% of the time, I'm going to drink my bourbon whiskeys neat. What's my favorite non-allocated 100 proof? Oh, under $50. Okay, Nick, under $50. I got one for you. This is one, the Blue Note Juke Joint. This one right here. I don't know why people are not talking about this bottle. This one is very good. It's 120 proof, very good bottle. Uh, One of my favorites under $50, to be honest with you. One of my favorites. What I mean by under, I think this was like 47, so it's right there at $50. So it's still under $50, but very good bottle. Very good bottle. I saw a McKenna 10. Well, you seen the video today. A McKenna 10-year old. That bottle was $59. I think that was the cheapest I've ever seen it. $59 for this one right here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, $59 for this one. I started to buy another one, but you probably can get this bottle anywhere, and I didn't want to buy a backup because this one is not open. But I thought $59 was a very good price for it. Russell 13 Bourbon of the Year. Russell 13 Bourbon of the Year for over the Jack 12. Okay. Anthony got the Blue Note Ride cast this weekend. Okay. Blue Note juke joint picks are the bot. Yep. 59 is a good price. Yep. My brother-in-law going to join me? No, he's not, Eric. He's probably back home. Never tried the Henry McKenna. Okay, so it's $59 in Michigan. Okay, so when they dropped the price, they probably dropped the price like everybody else. You think the bourbon market is going to collapse, Alan? Okay. Okay, so $59. Okay, I guess it's a going price. It just was a little higher here, around here. Okay. I have heard of Bourbon Junkies. I haven't tried their brand yet. I haven't yet. I probably need to figure that out or go find it. And the thing about that, I'm going to support all whiskey tubers, YouTubers. So eventually, I'm going to reach out and try to find that bottle and do a review on it. So thank you for letting me know. I haven't. Single rig, not seeing. No, I haven't. If I want, can I message you? I can. You can. You can message me. I think my email is somewhere on my page. So yeah, email me. What's the rarest, most expensive bourbon you ever tasted? Uh, that is a tricky one, Rock fan, because I have been to a lot of stores when I bourbon hunt, and a lot of these owners have bottles back there that they've been having for a very long time. I mean, old bottles, and I don't put it on camera because a lot of people don't like me to put certain things on camera. But I have been in multiple liquor stores that I've turned off the camera and we have had conversations, and they have brought out bottles that I never heard of, seen before. I mean, like bottles that people even dream about. And I have tasted some of those. So I really can't tell you offhand because I try to be in the moment instead of, looking like I'm new in the game, oh, wow, wow, wow. I try to be in the moment like I've been there before, you know what I'm saying? And I just try to go with the flow. So hopefully it makes sense. Yeah, prices do not reflect the collapse for sure. Yeah, if you can't find the bottle, try to find a sample. Have I ever had Pappies? No, I haven't. Heart MD 26, and hopefully, I will find a sample one day. Pappies is a little bit out of my price range, and I don't know if Pappy is actually worth the price, in my opinion. Even though I don't have a bottle, haven't tried the bottle, I think anything that expensive, it has to be for it to be 700, 900,000 dollars. I don't see anything being that good. So for me to get a bottle of Pappy's, I'm going to have to win it in a lottery, MSRP, somebody gift it to me. But I don't see myself paying that much money for Pappy's. There's nothing like an old fashioned at Olive Garden. I've had one at Olive Garden. I did a video of that. I don't know if you're talking about that one or not. Not worth the price. Hey there. Well, Jay, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let's go. I appreciate you. Yeah, TL 7 $1,000 makes the expectations too high, and I don't think it will meet my expectations for $1,000. Laval bar ball over here. I wish. If he's over there, Tech, tell him I say hello. We need a video of your bourbon room. When I get it all cleaned up in 2026, I promise you we're gonna give it a good shot. Oh, I look like okay. Well, I wish I had his money. Really, Olive Garden. Do you enjoy any of the wine finish? I don't. I had a wine. Which one? There we go. That's a good question. He said, "Did I enjoy a wine finish?" We tried this one on my last live stream, and I was excited about this bottle. When I picked it up and I brought it home, I couldn't wait to open this bottle up. And then we opened this one up on my last live stream, and I was excited. From the nose, I could tell that it was wine finished. It was finished in wine barrels. So I can tell on the nose, and I sort of got worried, and because I don't like wine. And when I tasted it, it was confirmed. It was confirmed. I don't like this bottle at all. I mean, at all. Some bottles that I can sort of deal with and make old fashions with. This bottle right here, it totally is maybe one of the worst bottles I've had. Now, this Wild Turkey Borage is pretty bad, but this one right here I think is worse. I think it's worse. So to answer your question, I don't like wine finish. I haven't had one that I like. Let's say that. Funky finish for sure. Yeah, short barrel makes some good stuff, but not that wine finish for sure. And I didn't like that one. But I personally didn't like it. Mike, milk. Yeah, yeah, he was talking about my eye color. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. There's a whole backstory to that. Whole backstory. For the people who actually coming in here, I can tell if you new, and I can tell this is your first time. So hey, hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate your support. I can tell. I can tell because when people say my eye color and I'm feeling fine, they don't know the backstory of the way I'm like this or the reason why my eyes look like this. So I can tell that you're new. Oh boy, why I finished? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Andrews. Yeah, it's funny you say great flavor. Okay, but this right here is pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm going to finish this one. I have the other two that I haven't finished up there, but I'm definitely going to finish this one. Go Bears, Bears. Yeah, for sure. Um, I have a short barrel and it's toasted. I prefer the J. Okay, Jack Daniel's Heritage over it. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not a fan of finished bourbon. I really want to get okay. Yeah, a lot of people like the Jack Daniel's Heritage. Elijah Craig toasted. A lot of people like that Elijah Craig toasted. Mike, later, I'm going to have to get this stuff straightened up for sure. I will soon. I will soon show you my bourbon room. I'm going to do a whole video about my bourbon room. Best tips to get allocated bottles without paying secondary. Great question. Great question. The way I started getting allocated bottles without paying secondary, get a good relationship with your store owner. And I know people, when I say that, they like, how? What you talking about? This is the way I did it. I have a store, C&C liquor store, that I go to often. I go in that store and I buy something every time that I go in. I talk to the owners. I talk to the people who work behind the desk. We sit there and I sample with them, and I get to know them. And every time I go in there, I'm friendly. I buy something. I don't ask for discounts or anything like that. I get their recommendation, and every time they recommend something, I used to buy it. So I built a good relationship with store owners. So now, and get into the bourbon clubs. Um, you help them out by getting yourself in the bourbon club and buying their store picks. So I do that also, and eventually I became a good customer, and I don't always have to pay secondary prices anymore. This is the best. I appreciate you, Mike. I really do. I appreciate you. No love shown for Pappy Van Stinkles through you. Pappy Van Stinkles. Uh, yeah, relationships and buying from the same store owners. Yep, yep. If you spend enough, Heart MD 26 says if you spend enough, yeah, you catch a break for sure. Because you got to understand these store owners are there to make a profit, and if they know that you're a loyal customer, they will definitely hook you up when they can. But you have to make sure they understand that you are a loyal customer. Now, the thing about me, I can visit multiple liquor stores because that's what I do for my side hustle. I visit multiple liquor stores, so I do buy something in every store that I go into. So it's like I have more than one home store, if that makes any sense, because I buy something in every store that I go into. So no one is really losing out. Your loyalty is number one. Penelope 13-year founders, in my opinion, okay. Yeah, CNC liquor store. Yeah, for sure. One of the best stores around here. Early times bottled and bond to Evan Williams. I'm going to say Evan Williams. Nick. Now, a lot of people go to say early times, and I can understand the reason why people say early times. Early times is a very good bottle. I just lean a little bit more toward the Evan Williams. Uh, yeah, Jay, I'm going to come back to Austin very soon. I did not hit all the stores that I wanted, so I'm definitely going back. Anthony, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I know a lot of people on uh, a lot of other channels actually shoot my channel out, and I think that's actually helping me with my numbers. People like you all on this live stream, when you go venture out to other bourbon channels, you actually give me a shout out. So I really do appreciate that. It means a lot. It means a lot. Yeah, kind of skip through the budget bottles. TL07, I can yeah, sometime the budget bottles do drink a little light. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. Yeah, love the content. Andrews, I appreciate it. Would I spend $300, Nick? I would not. I would not. I drink water all the time. I drink water probably all day. No way I would spend $300 on the Russell's 13. Uh, I tell you what, Nick, just be patient. Um, Search, hunt for some bottles, get online. Like down here, if you can get in the comments and ask the person, hey, when the last time you seen the Russell 13? What area did you see it in? How much did you pay for it? Get a little bit of information before you pull the trigger on anything, especially at that price. First store pick of Eagle Rare, $60. Nick, I don't think so. A store pick for Eagle Rare for $60, I think you right on the money, buddy. Penelope is a good one. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The white Penelope, what's the proof on that? The white Penelope, I don't have that white bottle. If you're talking about this back here, these are mixed cocktails. They are already pre-mixed. And the peach is 80 proof, the black walnut is 76, and the apple cinnamon is 80 proof, if you're talking about those. Do you have any whiskey in my collection? Yeah, I have a lot of whiskey. I feel you, Nick. Being patient. Yeah, being patient is the key when it comes to bourbon hunting. I'm very patient. At first, when I first started bourbon hunting, I wasn't patient because I was eager to get my channel going. I was eager to get that bottle that everyone was talking about. And when I first started, I know I paid secondary prices for bottles. And one thing about these store owners, a lot of they, if you buy it, they go sell it. So that's why I say be patient. And in my opinion, if you have a store that you go by and you loyal to, ask for 10% off. Say, hey, can you do something, for the price? I've been in here, I shop with you, I come back, I buy something every time I come in here. And they will probably tell you, yeah, I can hook you up. I can hook you up. It's nothing wrong with asking. Thank you, TLO7. Yeah, nah, yeah, nah, I haven't smoked a joint. Nah, nah. I've been the first responder for 23 years. 23 years. So I can probably say the last time I ever did any drugs outside of what the doctors gave me for the flu or something like that has been at least 25 years ago. So let's put this to the side and, let's see. Let's see what we have. How long have we been on here? For a minute, probably. I think 81 minutes. Okay. I saw Penelope 10 years single world for 89. Nick, I'll tell you what, the 10-year single world, $89, I would say, I would say was a buy. I would say 10-year Penelope, $89 is a buy. Now, I'm going to say this also. It drinks a little bit on the weaker side. It doesn't have as much flavor that you think a 10-year is going to have. But for $89, I think it's a buy. If you're trying to add to your bar collection, it's a buy. If you just wanted to drink because you just wanted a 10-year-old bottle, there's better ones out there. It really depends on which side you're leaning to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a little bit weak. So it really depends on what's your next. Rock, I don't know really. Mr. Fox, hey buddy, what's going on? Yeah, I drink everything. So maybe I would pass on that one. It's more better things out there that's 10-year in my opinion. Okay. Mr. Fox, I haven't tried that one yet. Don't buy something that's 100 proof. Yep. Yeah, it's underwhelming. So let's go really quickly. Let me see what else we got. Let's see what else we got that we haven't opened yet. Uh hmm. Don't know. I'm popping all these bottles and I still haven't opened. The old Dominic is right here. Oh, it's a scotch. rare character products. You know, it's funny you should say that. It's funny you should say that, Chuck. I have a rare character. It's a Delta Boys. It's 125 proof. Pour that core heel. That core heel is good. That core heel is good. I haven't tried this rare character. Let me see. Does it have a 6-year-old in 1 month? What about this one? Which one do you think? Old Dominic, rare character, or something else? Old Dominic, rare character. Let me know in the comments below. All right, I think we got the proof on here is going to be 125. That's what we got. I think this is going to be it. Now the question is, can I get this thing open? Without cutting myself. Man, they got this thing on here thick. Usually I have my knife. Can you see how thick that is? Look at that. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. I don't know. That might work. That might work. Well, I usually have my knife on me. They are really hard to open. God. And I don't have anything that I think. Hold up, hold up. Let me get something to open this up really quickly. All right, here we go. Yeah. I should have just grabbed this instead of trying to open it up. I don't want to do anything to my other hand. Walking around here with 2 hurt hands. That won't be good. I don't know. Well, I guess it's their signature. When they do bottles like this, I guess it look cool, but it's very hard to open. Yeah. This is embarrassing. Yeah. What's your opinion about Evan Williams? E-Money says, what's my opinion about Evan Williams? If you talk about Evan Williams balling and bun, love it. I think it's the best bottle of bourbon you can find on the shelf for under $20. Matter of fact, I talk about Evan Williams balling and bun so much that I think they should start sending me a check. I almost got it open. We almost there. We almost there. I guess. That's crazy. This is crazy. Man, look at this. Look at that. That is awful. There we go. Okay. That might have done it. I think we got it. I think we got it, people. I think we got it. Here we go. I think we got it. There we go. Let's try it. After all that work, it gotta be good. It gotta be good. All that work. Whew. Now I don't want to get anything in my glass. All right. I'm scared to put the cork back in there. Okay, this is going to be the rare character sitting at 125.6 proof. Cast strength right here. Let's give it a little twirl. Got a little ethanol on the nose. Yeah. It seemed like it's going to drink right there at 125 proof. Now, I wonder if the the plastic seal on here sealed it so good that it could not release any air. I know these corks supposed to be sealed tightly, and they might be, but I think the little extra protection of the wax over the cork might have uh, prevented any air from coming through, and that's why it has that little alcohol smell on the nose, which is not bad, but you definitely can smell it. Yeah, you definitely can smell it. You don't want to stick your nose in there too much and get a deep breath because it's going to burn. Independent Joe, what's going on? What's going on, Independent Joe? I appreciate you. I watched your live stream last night. I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you, Independent Joe. So let's put this to the palate, and let's see if it's a drinks at the proof on the bottle. It says distilled in 6/14/2017 and bottled September 2003. Okay, distilled in Indiana. So this is bottled in 2003. Okay, cheers. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got some kick. Got some kick. Okay, it's drinking right there at the proof on the bottle. Now, this one has some kick. The Willet has some kick. The difference is this is drinking hot, like spicy food hot. This one has a kick, but it's more of a alcohol sweet kick that you get from a higher proof bourbon, which this is a higher proof bourbon. And what I mean by that is you get it everywhere. It's more of a balance. It's more of a you get like a um, uh, fruit, cinnamon, and then you get the kick going down. You get it's like balanced out, if that makes any sense. That really is more kick. That's it. Here you get some flavor, you get some spiciness, you get some sweetness, and you get the kick. So I'm not mad at this one. I'm not mad at this one. Even though it is drinking a little bit heavy, I'm not mad at it. Pretty good. Yeah, please hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate it. I have tried the Penelope Toasted Marshmallow. We tried that on our last live stream. Very good bottle. The Barrel Proof Elijah Craig 125. Drink hotter than the 138 Rare Character. Haven't tried that Barrel Proof yet. TL07. Best cheap bourbon. Grimmer. I think this. Reaper is going to be Evan Williams Bald and Bun, Early Times, Old Granddad. Um, some benchmarks are pretty good. But if you want me to name the top three, it's going to be Old Granddad Bonded, Early Times, Bottled and Bond, and Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. All right, Jay, you take care. You take care. We'll see you soon. Scooter, what's going on? All right. Again, I just wanted to get on here, show some love before the new year. Hopefully, I can get back on tomorrow sometime. But I figured if I couldn't, might as well do a live stream now. I put a video up earlier today. It's just a recap on a store that I hunted before, but they said that they dropped some prices on the allocated bourbon, which they did. They dropped it by $10, and I just went by there and I just filmed another video. What am I drinking tomorrow? That's a good question. I'm on the hunt for a special bottle. I'm going to get out tomorrow after I leave the doctor, and I'm going to go by some stores just to see if I can get a bottle that I don't have for a reasonable price. So I really don't know what I'm going to pop open tomorrow, but you got to be here to see. So we'll see. Do I like any pre-mixed old fashions? I have three back here that all Penelope, and these are pretty decent. There are better pre-mixed old fashions out there, but since we have these three back here, what I tend to do is I pour this in the glass, add an ice cube, add a cherry, add an orange peel, but I have to add a higher proof bourbon because they are a little bit on the sweeter side, more sweeter than I like it, and I like my old fashions a little bit on the stronger side. You sound special, special in a good way. Uh, for Christmas, I got premix old fashions bought as a gift. Okay, brand made with Knob Creek, good deal. The toddy from Old Dominic is tasty. I've tried that one. I've tried that one. I don't have. Oh, do I have that one? I might have that somewhere because I think I picked that one up. Sipping on Evan Williams in Cincinnati. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Again, people who haven't subscribed, hit this like and subscribe button. And if you haven't watched some videos, I tell people all the time. I appreciate it, Gordon. You have a good night. I haven't I actually have tried that one. That is a pretty good old fashioned. That is. That is a pretty good one. Take care, Andrews. Aaron, you take care. I'm about to get off here too. And the people who just came on, hey, hit the like and subscribe. Go back and watch a video. You don't have to watch it. Just put it on, hit play. You can walk off and do whatever. It's all about the likes. It's all about the watch time. So, if you have time, just go on there and just put watch all and let's let that thing play. Again, it's about the watch time when you're talking about YouTube. So I'm going to sum this up. And I always like to do this when I get off one of my lives. And we're going to try to do this every time. Does anyone have anything special that they want to talk about? Anybody have any birthdays? Anybody have any anniversaries? Anybody have any promotions? Anything that we can toast out the night? I like to toast out the night before we leave. So, does anyone want to share anything on the live stream so we can toast out the night? I have a little bit more rare character. Okay, TLO7, Happy New Year. Can we throw out our channels? Sure. Yeah, Gordon. Yeah, yeah, always. Gordon, when you come out, you can throw out your channel for sure. So we could toast out the new year tomorrow for sure. We can toast out the new year today for the people who won't probably make it. But happy healthy 26 to y'all. We got a good deal. But anyone want to share anything tonight? If not, we can toast out the new year today. 1 year sober. Okay, Anthony. Anthony, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. We are going to So Anthony is going to be 1 year sober. So I tell you what, Anthony, since you are going to be 1 year sober, we are going to toast you out, but we are going to toast you out respectfully with water. Because I don't want to toast you out with liquor and you are 1 year sober. So we're going to scratch all of this and we're going to say this to you. Congratulations for being 1 year sober. Keep up the good work. Hey, I know it probably was a difficult route, but you are strong enough and you have come all this way. And I'm pretty sure that the path forward is going to get easier and easier and easier. So keep looking forward. Don't look back. Congratulations on being 1 year sober. Cheers to you. On that note, hopefully you have a good night. Opinion on saturated rare proof. I haven't tried that one yet. Yeah, please go back and watch the videos. That dude trolls, man. Oh, okay, Kevin. I thought he was serious. Oh, I don't know if he was serious or not. This is my first time actually seeing him, so I don't know. He says, just kidding. Oh, well, hey, it is what it is. When somebody says something like that, I usually take, again, I'm a first responder. So when people say things like that, I usually take it serious because I really don't play around with that. But anyway, it's all said and done. Oh, okay. For those who haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button because I'm asking for your support. But for those who have already subscribed, I appreciate your support. So before we go out, hit the likes button, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. And, if you get some time, go back and review some of my videos. Until then, I will see you on my next live stream. Hopefully tomorrow. If not, then you have a pretty good New Year's Eve. Be be careful. Be careful out there. Don't drink and drive. Don't go out there and drink too much and get in any trouble. Uh, be careful out there. Be patient, and we'll see you on the next live stream. Cheers.